You remove dairy to help your child's eczema. And now you're wondering if they ever eat it again. Was it the right move? Is dairy the actual problem? And how would you even know if it's safe to bring it back? The fear is real because every time you try something new, you're scared of triggering another flare-up. You've seen the redness, the itching, and the pain, and you don't want your child to go through that again. And you definitely don't want to make things worse. But living in constant food fear is exhausting, and you deserve real answers, not just more restrictions. In this video, I'll help you figure out whether your child really needs to avoid dairy long-term, why their body may be reacting in the first place, and how to know when it might be safe to try again. So let's make real food safe again. Dairy is one of the first foods parents removed when the child has eczema. And honestly, it makes sense. You hear from pediatricians, blogs, allergy forums, and even natural health experts. Dairy causes mucus. Dairy triggers inflammation. Dairy is the root cause of eczema. But here's the real reason it's so confusing. Not all dairy is the same, and not all kids react in the same way. There are different types of dairy: milk, cheese, butter, yogurt, cream, and each one can affect the body differently. There are also different proteins in dairy, like A1 and A2 casein. And there is a big difference between pasteurized, ultra-pasteurized, raw, grass-fed, or fermented dairy that still contain enzymes and nutrients that your child needs. So when someone says cut out dairy, it's not always clear what kind, how long, or even why. And here's the key. Eczema isn't always about the food. It's about how your child's body is responding to that food. If your child's gut is inflamed, if they're low in vitamins and minerals, if their immune system is overreactive, then dairy, especially conventional types, can become a trigger. But that doesn't always mean that dairy is the problem. It could just mean that the body isn't ready for it right now. And that's where most parents get stuck. They remove dairy and then feel afraid to even try this ancestral food again. A food that mothers relied on for nourishment of their children for thousands of years until today. But the fear of another eczema flare-up keeps you frozen in restriction. That's why it helps to understand what's really happening inside your child's body and why, so you can make decisions with confidence, not fear. So how do you know if your child's body is ready to handle dairy again? Start by looking at the signs that their body is calmer and more resilient. They're sleeping through the night without scratching. Their skin has been eczema-free for at least 30 days. Their digestion seems settled, less gas, bloating, or loose stools. And their mood and energy are more balanced. These are all clues that inflammation is going down, and their body is more capable of trying new foods without overreacting. Next, start with gentle forms of dairy, like ghee, a pure butterfat with no casein or lactose, and a great first step. Grass-fed butter, tolerated by many kids and rich in skin-supportive vitamins. So yogurt and kefir from raw or A2 milk if possible. Fermented dairy has beneficial enzymes and bacteria that make it easier to digest. Raw or A2 organic milk, so goat, sheep, and all other mammals actually. If you choose to try milk, these variations are often gentler than conventional cow's milk. Start with one tiny serving, even just half a teaspoon. Give it 3 to 5 days, wait and watch. Then, and only then, try another small serving. Never reintroduce dairy at the same time as another food. Why? Because sometimes the eczema flare-up isn't even from dairy. It's from something else that your child ate at the same time. This is called cross-reactivity. When the immune system is already on edge, it can respond to more than one food at once. This doesn't mean that your child will never eat dairy again. It just means that their body needs a gentle reset and be nourished and then to try again. But do not rush and don't fear. You're not guessing anymore. You're learning to read your child's body like a guidebook. With calm steps and deep nourishment, their body will let you know when it's ready. And that's the kind of confidence every mom deserves. If you're afraid to bring back dairy, I want you to know something very important. Your child isn't broken. Their body isn't reacting to punish you, it's reacting to protect them. And removing dairy may have given your child the relief at one point, but staying stuck in restriction forever can create more stress, more fear, and more confusion. You don't have to live there, and you can move forward slowly, safely, and confidently. Because food shouldn't feel like a trap. It should feel like nourishment, joy, and connection. And when your child's body is ready, it will let you know. You just need the right signs to look for and the tools to support them. That's why I created a free guide called 7 Days to Itch-Free Skin. Inside, I'll show you what helped calm my son's eczema so that he can now have complete food freedom, and how you can start to reset your child's body so that they can thrive as well. So click the link below to download it. Like this video if it helped, subscribe for more clear eczema tips, and share this with another mom who needs this help. And comment nourish if this message spoke to you. You're not alone, and your child's body was made to heal.